Good afternoon, students. I hope you all are doing better. Okay, we were learning about certain important topics from mole concept. I think you have watched my previous videos. Okay, so we are continuing with what? Equivalent weights of elements and compounds. Okay, I hope all of you are doing sincerely with your online classes. Are you sincere? Are you all ideal students? Okay, what are the characteristics that should be possessed by an ideal student? Okay, what are the different characteristics? Are you really going to be ideal students or not? Are you listening to my classes or not? Okay, I hope you all are doing well and going to be like ideal students. You all know that ideal students will have high ambitions in their mind. Okay, ideal students are well disciplined and well obedient, isn't it? And they are strong, they are having strong determination, isn't it or not? Okay, so ideal students are belongs to which category? Means they are really very sincere and devoted to their studies, attends their classes every day, okay, without any failure, okay, and always okay, they determined to work, okay, hard work is their strength, isn't it? So all children wants to be ideal only, okay, but some or other circumstances makes them a little what we say get deviated from their path, okay. So if you can able to make up your mind in such a way that you want to be ideal, definitely every child can become an ideal student also, okay. So today we are going to learn about what? Equivalent weights of oxidizing and reducing agents, okay. So that is our topic for today. Okay, so equivalent weights, you all were learning about this, okay. So equivalent weights of oxidizing and reducing agents, equivalent weights of oxidizing and reducing agents. How to find equivalent weights? Okay, so that is our topic for today, okay. So you all know what are oxidizing agents? Oxidizing agents, okay, the substances which undergo reduction are called as what? Oxidizing agents, and the substances which undergo oxidation are called as reducing agents. Please try to understand carefully. What is oxidation? Loss of electrons is called oxidation, and gain of electrons is called reduction, okay. Oxidizing agents are the substances which undergo reduction are called as oxidizing agents, okay. Now the substances which undergo reduction, okay, are called what? Oxidizing agents, OAs. In short, I am writing oxidizing agents, okay. Similarly, the substances which undergo reduction are called what? Oxidizing agents, okay. So what are the examples for oxidizing agents? Okay, substances like you all know oxygen, okay. Oxygen, highly electronegative elements like fluorine, chlorine, okay, and some of the compounds like what? Hydrogen peroxide, okay, H2O2, okay, and ferric chloride, okay, ferric chloride. These substances generally we use them as what? Oxidizing agents in doing certain industrial processes, okay. Similarly, what are reducing agents? So reducing agents, the substances which undergo oxidation are called as what? Reducing agents, okay, which undergo oxidation. The substances which undergo oxidation are called as reducing agents. Okay, examples for reducing agents are what? You all know. Most of the metals will act as reducing agents. Okay, metals like sodium, aluminium. Okay, metals like what? Sodium. Okay, aluminium. Aluminium can act as reducing agent. Okay, and even non-metals like carbon. Non-metals like carbon. Okay, non-metals like carbon can act as what? Reducing agent. C. Okay, C in the form of what? Either graphite can act as reducing agents. Okay, so even if you go for the compounds like H2S, okay, H2S and potassium iodide, okay, these substances will act as reducing agents. Okay, compounds like, okay, please remember, write it as a note point. Compounds like H2S, okay, compounds like H2S, okay, and potassium iodide, etc., can act as reducing agents. Okay, generally metals act as reducing agents. Okay, reducing agents, RAs I wrote. Okay, so oxidation means loss of electrons, and the substance which undergo oxidation is called reducing agent. Reduction means gain of electrons, and the substances which undergo reduction are called oxidizing agents. Okay, so like this we should know about the definitions of what? Oxidizing and reducing agents. Okay, now to find the equivalent weights of oxidizing and reducing agents, what is the formula? Okay, equivalent weight of oxidizing agent or reducing agent, oxidizing or reducing agents can be given by the formula. Okay, it is equal to molecular weight of that particular substance by change in oxidation number. Okay, molecular weight of the substance which is either undergoing oxidation or reduction by change in oxidation number of that particular substance. Okay, or gain or loss of electrons. Okay, a substance either may lose or gain electrons while transforming into other form, okay, in any medium. Okay, so like that, molecular weight of that particular substance by change in oxidation number gives you the equivalent weight of either oxidizing or reducing agents. Okay, now if you see some examples, you will come to know how to find the equivalent weights of oxidizing and reducing agents. Okay, we'll see some examples. Right. Okay, so let us go with the first example. Okay, suppose if a question is given like this: find the equivalent weight of oxidizing agent. Question number 1: find the equivalent weight of oxidizing agent. Find the equivalent weight of oxidizing agent in the following reaction. Okay, it is given like that. In the following reaction. Okay, one equation will be given to you like this. SO2 plus H2S. SO2 plus H2S gives rise to 3S plus 2H2O. 3S plus 2H2O. Like this, the equation is given. Okay, then you are asked to find the equivalent weight of the oxidizing agent in the reaction. First of all, you should understand which one is the oxidizing agent in this reaction. Okay, so you have to first indicate each and every element present in the given equation. You indicate the oxidation numbers of each and every element present in the given equation. Okay, so here oxygen's oxidation number, you all know, it is -2, and in because if it is -2, the sulfur's oxidation number will be what? +4. First indicate the oxidation numbers on the top of the each and every element. Okay, and hydrogens here is +1. Okay, sulfur is -2, and here sulfur is present in what? Sulfur is present in elemental state. So oxidation number of any element in its elemental state is equal to 0. So here sulfur single S is present. Okay, so 0. And here water, so oxygen -2, hydrogen +1. Okay, now check for the oxidation number, change in oxidation number of sulfur. Okay, so if you go for this, you have to check both these substances. In both these substances, I mean to say in sulfur dioxide and in H2S, which is the oxidizing agent, that we have to check. How you have to identify which is the oxidizing agent? Okay, if there is a change in the oxidation number, if there is a decrease in oxidation number, okay, you call it as reduction, and the substance which is undergoing reduction, you call it as what? Oxidizing agent. Okay, now check with the sulfur dioxide and sulfur in reactants side and in products side. Okay, so if you check like this, sulfur's oxidation number from SO2 to S, okay, +4 to 0. Okay, that means it is reduced, reduction. Okay, so substance which undergoing reduction is what? Oxidizing agent. Okay, it is undergoing reduction. That means what? Sulfur dioxide, SO2, is the oxidizing agent because it is undergoing reduction. Okay, it is treated as what? Oxidizing agent. Okay, now for this oxidizing agent, what is the change in oxidation number from reactants side to products side? That you have to identify. Here +4 is there, here 0 is there. Okay, then the change in oxidation number is how much? Change in oxidation number is 4 only. Okay, change in oxidation number ON of sulfur is equal to what? 4. Okay, now 4 to 0. Okay, so change in oxidation number is 4. So now you have to calculate what? What is the molecular weight of sulfur dioxide here? Okay, sulfur dioxide molecular weight is 64. Sulfur is 32 and oxygen is also 32. Actually oxygen is 16. 2 oxygens are there in sulfur dioxide, so 64. Okay, to find the equivalent weight of sulfur dioxide, okay, equivalent weight of sulfur dioxide is equal to molecular weight by change in oxidation number. Here sulfur dioxide is acting as what? Oxidizing agent. Sulfur dioxide is acting as oxidizing agent. Okay, so change in oxidation number, molecular weight by change in oxidation number. Molecular weight of sulfur dioxide is 32 plus 32, 64. By change in oxidation number, we got it as 4. 4 to 0. Change is how much? 4 only. Okay, so 64 by 4. Okay, so equivalent weight of sulfur dioxide in this reaction, which is acting as oxidizing agent. Okay, in this reaction, SO2 is acting as what? Oxidizing agent. So equivalent weight of sulfur dioxide in this reaction is equal to 16. Okay, so like this you have to calculate. Let us see one more example. Example number 2. Okay, so in the example 2, okay, it is given that ferrous sulfate is a reducing agent. Okay, and the equation is given as, okay, ferrous sulfate is a reducing agent. It is given only, directly it is given. Ferrous sulfate is the reducing agent in which iron, okay, iron in which an equation is given. Okay, iron is undergoing reduction. Okay, okay, undergoing oxidation, sorry, okay, in which Fe plus 2, it's given like this, Fe plus 2 has been changed to Fe plus 3, it is given like this, okay. Then we have to find the equivalent weight of FeSO4, okay, find the equivalent weight of FeSO4, okay, this is the question, okay. Here iron's oxidation number has been changed from plus 2 to plus 3 when it is getting reduced, okay. So change in oxidation number is how much? 3 minus 2. Change means bigger number minus smaller number, okay. 3 minus 2, it is 1 only. Then ferrous sulfate, what is the molecular weight? Okay, iron is 56, sulfur is 32 and oxygen is 16. 16 fours are 64. Check FeSO4 molecular weight. Iron is 56 plus sulfur is 32 plus oxygen is 16. 16 fours are 64. If you add all these things, what you will be getting, dear children? Okay, 6 plus 4, 10 plus 2, 12. 6 plus 3, 9 plus 6, 15. 152 is the molecular weight of what? FeSO4. So, to find the equivalent weight, okay, equivalent weight of FeSO4 is equal to molecular weight by change in ON. ON means what? Oxidation number. And it is given in the equation itself. Okay, whatever the charges which are there on the top of iron, that numbers itself will become the oxidation numbers of that particular element. This is ferrous ion and this is ferric ion. Okay, so change in oxidation number. So that will become equal to what? 152 by 1 only, which is equal to 152. Okay, so equivalent weight of FeSO4 in this reaction is what? 152 only. Okay, so like this you will be getting small numericals. Okay, right, we'll see one or two examples like this, then you will be understanding. But before you understand this concept, you all should be in a position to know the oxidation number rules. Okay, at least oxidation numbers of certain elements you have to remember. Okay, like hydrogen, it is plus 1, oxygen minus 2, okay, like that. But oxygen, whenever peroxy bond is there, you will have minus 1 will be there for oxygen as its oxidation number. Okay, so we'll be seeing one or two examples, then you will be understanding the points. Okay, so next question, H2O2 oxidizes to O2. Question number 3, H2O2, here hydrogen peroxide is oxidized to O2. It is given like this, oxidized to O2. H2O2 is oxidized to O2. Find the equivalent weight of H2O2 as a reductant. Find the equivalent weight of H2O2 as a reductant. This is the question. Okay, now find the equivalent weight of H2O2 as a reductant. Okay, so this is the question given. Okay, so we have to write an equation like this, H2O2 change to what? O2 only. This is the equation given. Okay, so in this now you have to first represent the oxidation numbers of each and every element which are there in this equation. Okay, this is what? Hydrogen peroxide. Okay, so in peroxides you have to remember that oxygen's oxidation number is minus 1 only. Okay, and hydrogen, you know, it is plus 1, and on the products side O2 is liberated, oxygen is liberated. Here oxygen is liberated in what? Elemental form. Okay, oxidation number of any element in its elemental form is 0. Please recall that oxidation number rules also. Okay, here why I kept 0? Because oxygen is obtained in what? Elemental state. So oxygen's oxidation number in elemental state is 0. So I kept here 0 because this is what? Peroxide. Now check for the oxidation number change in oxygen. Okay, minus 1 to 0 means increase in oxidation number is there. Okay, if it is increase in oxidation number, you call it as oxidation, and the substance which is undergoing oxidation is called what? Reducing agent. Okay, here H2O2 is acting as what? Reductant or reducing agent. Both are same only. Okay, so reducing agent is what? H2O2. Okay, now equivalent weight of H2O2 you have to find. Equivalent weight of H2O2. Okay, equivalent weight of H2O2. Equivalent weight of H2O2. What is the molecular weight of H2O2? Molecular weight by change in ON. Change in ON. Hydrogen 2, oxygen 32. Total it will be what? 34. So molecular weight is 34 by change in oxidation number is 1 only. Minus 1 to 0 means change in oxidation number is 1. So equivalent weight of H2O2 is how much? 34 only. Okay. So like this you will be getting questions. Okay. 1 or 2 questions you will be getting like this. Okay. And one more question let us see. Okay. Find the equivalent weight of potassium dichromate as an oxidizing agent in acid medium. Okay. Find the, this one I am rubbing. Find the equivalent weight of what? Potassium dichromate. Question is given what? Question number 4. Find the equivalent weight of potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 in acid medium. It is given like this. Question is given like this. In acid medium. Okay. In acid medium. Okay. In acidic solutions, dichromate gives chromic salts. Equation also is given like this. Cr2O7 gives rise to 2Cr3 plus. Cr2O7 gives rise to 2Cr3 plus. The equation also given like this. In this what you have to find? Equivalent weight of potassium dichromate means molecular weight of potassium dichromate divided by change in oxidation number you will observe in chromium. Okay. So here chromium's oxidation number is how much? Oxygen's is minus 2. If you want you can even find out also. Okay. By keeping X for chromium and oxygen minus 2. Here 2 into X you will apply oxidation number rule. Rule 1. Okay. Sum of oxidation numbers of all the elements in a given compound is equal to 0. That is rule 1 in oxidation number rules. Okay. Just recall the rules for oxidation numbers. Then you can able to perform this concept. You can able to perform these numericals in a clear manner. Okay. If you are very good in doing the, keeping in your mind, I mean in by hearting the rules for oxidation number, then it will become very easy for you. Okay. So 2 into X. Here 2 chromiums are there. 2 into X. What I am doing here? I am finding the oxidation number of chromium here. Okay. I don't know the oxidation number of chromium. I am finding. Okay. By keeping X for oxidation, X for what? Chromium. Okay. So 2 into X plus 7 into minus 2 is equal to 0 I am keeping. Okay. Cr2O7 minus 2 only given. Okay. Means not equal to 0. You will equate it to its charge. Charge is minus 2 it is given. Oxygen's oxidation number is minus 2. Okay. Separately. You have to please watch the video in a full screen so that what all the numbers which I am writing here can be visible to you clearly. Okay. Please understand the points carefully. Right. 2 into X plus minus 14 is equal to minus 2. So 2x minus 14 is equal to minus 2. Bring this minus 14 to the other side. It will become what? Minus 2 plus 14 which is equal to 12. Okay, then 2x is equal to 12 you got, which means what? X equal to 6. Okay, here what you got? X equal to 6 you got. And here 2 chromiums are there. Please understand the point carefully. Here 2 chromiums are there. Okay, so for each chromium it is 6. Please understand carefully. Right? 2 chromiums are there. And 6 has been changed to 3. Okay, 2 chromiums are there. And the oxidation number of what we call chromium, for 2 chromiums 12. Okay, so in reactants side 12. Okay, ON of chromium has been changed from oxidation number of chromium is equal to what? 12 in reactants side. Okay, reactants side. And in product side it became 3. Okay, there also you are finding what? 2 chromiums. That means for 2 chromiums plus 3. Please understand carefully. ON of chromium is equal to 6 in products side. Okay, now in reactants side it is 12. So 12 to 6 means change is how much? Change is 6 only. 12 minus 6. Please understand this point carefully. Okay, change in oxidation number is 6 only. Okay, so now equivalent weight of potassium dichromate means molecular weight of potassium dichromate by change in oxidation number. Here we got change in oxidation number to be how much? Plus 6 we got. Now we will find the equivalent weight of potassium dichromate. Okay, to find that what we want? Molecular weight also we want. Molecular weight by change in oxidation number. Molecular weight by change in oxidation number. What is the molecular weight of potassium dichromate? Did you remember? Formula weight of potassium dichromate. Okay, potassium is K2Cr2O7. Potassium is 39. 39 into 2 is 78. Chromium is 52. 52 into 2 chromiums are there, so it is 104. Oxygen is 16. 7 oxygens are there. Okay, 16 sevens are how much? 112, I hope. 112. If you add all these things, what you will be getting? 8 plus 4, 12. 12 plus 2, 14. Okay, 8 plus 1, 9. 294. Okay, molecular weight of what we call K2Cr2O7 is what? 294. Therefore, equivalent weight is how much? Molecular weight by 294 by change in oxidation number. Okay, 294 by 6. Okay, now 294 by 6, which is equal to what? 49. So, therefore, equivalent weight of potassium dichromate in acid medium, in which the equation is given like this. Okay, is what? 49. Okay, so please understand the points carefully. Here we got change in oxidation number how much? 6. Okay, so this is the way you will do the oxidation number equivalent weights for oxidizing and reducing agents. Okay, and now we are going to learn one very important point to find the equivalent weight of potassium permanganate in acid medium as well as in a basic medium as well as in neutral medium. How much it is, that you have to remember. Okay, so I am rubbing this. Please note. I'll just write here. Okay, so finally we will do one important concept in most of the times. Equivalent weights of potassium permanganate in 3 different media. In acid medium how much, in basic medium how much, and in neutral medium how much, that we have to find. Okay, equivalent weight of KMnO4. Okay, in acid medium, first we will see in acid medium. Okay, equivalent weight of KMnO4 in acid medium. Okay, so what is the equation? 2KMNO4 plus 3H2SO4 gives rise to 2KMNO4 plus 3H2SO4. Balanced equation they'll be giving for you. You have to just identify the oxidation numbers. That gives rise to what? K2SO4 plus 2MnSO4. K2SO4 plus 2MnSO4 plus what else is given? 3H2O plus 5O. Okay now. 3H2O plus 5O. Okay. So equation is given like that. In acid medium, potassium permanganate made to react with acid. Okay. Now you just represent the oxidation numbers of each and every element present in the given equation. Okay. Here mainly you check with the products where potassium permanganate is there, in which manganese oxidation number has been changed from something to something. So wherever manganese are there, you just take that into consideration. Okay, KMNO4 in acid medium, it is giving rise to what? MnSO4. Okay, it is giving rise to MnSO4. Here manganese oxidation number, it is plus 7. Potassium is 1, manganese is 7, oxygen is minus 2. Okay, here oxygen is minus 2, sulfur is 6. Then manganese will be how much? You only keep X and find out for manganese. Okay, now for manganese, how much you will be getting? You keep X here. Okay, 1 into X plus 1 into 6 plus 4 into minus 2 is equal to 0. So X plus 6 minus 8 is equal to 0. X minus 2 is equal to 0. X equal to 2. That means manganese oxidation number we got here as 2. Okay, now this one I am rubbing. This is the way you just calculate the oxidation numbers using rule 1 of oxidation number rules. Okay, you have to go through that rules. Okay, so here oxidation number of manganese was found to be plus 2. So difference is how much? Change in oxidation number is how much? 7 to 2. Okay, now 7 to 2 means change is 5. Change in oxidation number is how much? 5. Okay, so now equivalent weight of potassium permanganate is equal to molecular weight by change in oxidation number. Okay, now molecular weight by change in oxidation number. So molecular weight of potassium permanganate, did you remember? Potassium 39. Okay, manganese, how much it is? Total it will be 158. Okay, now 158 by change in oxidation number is 5. So 158 by 5. Okay, if you divide that, what you are going to get? Almost it is equal to around 31.6 is the equivalent weight of potassium permanganate in acid medium. Okay, now same like that we'll calculate in basic medium and in neutral medium. Okay, if it is a weak base, in case of weak basic medium and in neutral medium, okay, that means case 2 is what? Equivalent weight of, this is first one, potassium permanganate. Second one, equivalent weight of KMNO4. Okay, now equivalent weight of KMNO4 in alkaline or neutral medium. Okay, now in alkaline or neutral medium. Okay, so how much you will be getting? Let us check. In alkaline or neutral medium. Okay, the equation is given as 2KMNO4 plus H2O. 2KMNO4 plus H2O gives rise to what? 2KOH plus 2MnO2 plus 3O. 2KOH plus 2MnO2 plus 3O. Okay, now change in oxidation number you have to check for potassium permanganate and manganese dioxide. Okay, KMnO4 change to what? Manganese dioxide, MnO2. Okay, here manganese oxidation number is +7. Okay, here manganese oxidation number is found to be 4 only, isn't it or not? Oxygen -2, then manganese will be +4. Now change in oxidation number is how much? 7 to 4. Okay, change is 3. Okay, now change in oxidation number is 7 minus 4, which is equal to 3. Okay, so equivalent weight is how much? Equivalent weight of KMnO4. Okay, equivalent weight of KMnO4 is equal to 158. Molecular weight is 158 by 3. Okay, 158 by 3, which is equal to what? 52.6. 52.6. Okay, this is what? In alkaline or neutral medium. Okay, now alkaline or neutral medium. Okay, that too you have to remember, it is weakly alkaline, weak base. Okay, weak base, weakly alkaline. Okay, if you take for a strong base, okay, case 3, you will have if equivalent weight of KMnO4 in strong base, in strong base. Okay, that I am writing here. Equivalent weight of KMnO4 in strong basic medium. Okay, so if you just find that, that will be an important question most of the times children has to remember. That's why it is very, very important. Okay, so let us see. In strong basic medium, 2 KMnO4 plus 2 KOH. Okay, what is the case 3? Equivalent weight of KMnO4 in strong basic medium. In strong basic medium. Okay, now in strong basic medium. Okay, so for that equation is given as what? 2 KMnO4 plus 2 KOH. 2 KMnO4 plus 2 KOH. KOH is a strong base. You know that. It forms what? K2MnO4. K2MnO4 plus 2H2O plus 2O. Okay, now 2H2O plus O. Here 2 K2MnO4 you are getting. Okay. Okay, whatever it may be, potassium permanganate changes to potassium manganate. Okay, KMnO4 is changing to what? K2MnO4. Okay, so change in oxidation number you have to check. Okay, so if it is K2MnO4, what is the oxidation number of manganese? K2MnO4. Let us find out by keeping X here. -2 plus 1. Potassium 1A group element. So oxidation number of 1A group elements is what? +1. Okay, so 2 into 1 plus 1 into X plus 4 into -2 is equal to 0. 2 plus X minus 8 is equal to 0. X minus 6 is equal to 0. So X equal to 6. That means manganese oxidation number in K2MnO4 is how much? 6 plus 6. Okay, so in place of this X, let us write plus 6. Now change in oxidation number is from what to what? +7 to +6. So change is how much? Change in oxidation number is 1 only. 7 minus 6. It is equal to 1. Therefore, equivalent weight of KMnO4 is how much? Equivalent weight of KMnO4 is equal to 158 by 1 only. Here change in oxidation number is 1. So 158 by 1, it is equal to what? 158 only. Okay, so like this you will be finding the oxidation equivalent weights of KMnO4 in strong base. Okay, so this is the answer, right? So like this you have different examples you will be getting. How to find the equivalent weights of what we call oxidizing and reducing agents. Okay, keep doing these equations. Equations also you need to practice. Okay, this is a little bit memory based. Okay, the thing is you need to remember the oxidation numbers of all the elements. Okay, and you need to remember the oxidation number rules also. Okay, then you will be understanding this concept in a better way. Okay, so request all of you to just go through the rules for oxidation numbers. If there is a possibility is there, as early as possible, I'll try to give. Okay, I'll try to give the oxidation number rules and all as early as possible. Okay, okay, I'll try my best. Okay, until then, keep learning, happy learning. Okay, and please copy down each and everything, make notes. Okay, your hard work is your superpower. Thanks for watching, dear children. Bye.